Hello adventurers, and welcome to another video from the Stief Adventure Academy. And today we're going to be looking at everyday carry. Now, as you may or may not be aware, we've got a couple of everyday carry videos on this channel, and we have had some opinions. Now, opinions are largely like belly buttons. Everybody's got one. They're not that useful. But there are still some things that we would say are everyday carry, but essentially not our opinion of everyday carry may not have changed very much, and you'll be the judge of that. Clearly, it's the internet. However, some of what we are carrying every day has been adjusted. Now, there were some folks that said early on that, well, if you had a bunch of fancy knives, then maybe you would struggle with what to carry every day. I really didn't see how that could be the case, but turns out, through the generosity of strangers, most of the generosity of friends. Hey Jimmy, good to see ya. Things change. Chihuahuas. Who knew? Don't get a dog. Tactical Chihuahua. Much better. In any case, we'll just go through what we've been carrying every day and what we've been subbing in that is not part of our EDC. And so EDC, let's start nowhere in particular. We made some changes. We swapped out from the DB coin. Still have that. 1 of 8 in Canada, very cool, to this one. This is 1905, I believe, is the year. Some things have changed. What? I know. So crazy. Let me get this right. I struggle a little bit with my history. So 1915, the last year that the province of Chihuahua had its own money. So copper, you can get other coins from there, but who doesn't want to carry copper? So nice. The other thing that we're doing, of course, is we're still carrying our survival modded Zippo in the leather slip that helps keep the, really the lighter doesn't rattle very much anyway, but it keeps the lighter rattle down. But really what the slip does is provides this incredible patina, just makes it such a nice thing in your pocket. It's so organic, and keeps the fluid from evaporating, and that is from Fisher Custom Leather. You should absolutely check them out, Fisher Custom Leather at WordPress or on their Facebook page, Fisher Custom Leather. They do amazing work. Eric is an engineer using CAD design and his love of leather products. Other things to consider, of course, we're still using our beard balm, lip balm that we custom make here at the Adventure Academy. And we've got our ghetto modded Olight. Of course, we had to have the green Olight. Then had to have the blue clip. I mean, I've got the black clip, comes with it, but had to have the blue clip. And then it's got the modification for camping. So what is that? Well, it gives me a little red light so it doesn't blow up your night vision. And that's made with the repurposed 12 gauge shotgun hull. Shotgun shells were harmed in the making of this video. Glasses, a little pair of glasses. As you can see, some things change. Your ability to focus up close can deteriorate over time. So carrying a pair of glasses, and frankly, this is a great thing. I wish that I'd thought about this 20 years ago, 50 years ago, even, although I would have been 5. But carrying 2 times magnification, which is more than I need to read at close range, but gives you that little extra bit of magnification for pulling splinters, doing that up close technical work. This really is a game changer, and I would suggest anybody that needs to see in order to do things, like all of us, the pocket full of glasses. Very nice. Other things that remain in the EDC, well, the belt, the tool, Bison tools, metric and imperial wrench, bottle opener, pry bar, flat screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, and the wrenches. This wrench gets work out. It's been using it to fix the camper over and over again. Maybe I need to put a whole set of wrenches in the camper, but it just seems like overkill. However, with a slide out, they run on shear bolts, by the way. Good idea to keep some shear bolts that'll fit your slide outs. Check your camper in order to find out what is going to be the right fit, but the universal shear bolts out of Canadian Tire, I think they're about $8 for 2. It's a great add-on to your camper kit. And guess what? That breaking in these lips for a friend. That helps to get the bolts out, the broken one out, kind of comes out almost on its own, and then install the new ones. So, changes. Wow, changes. Yeah. So, once you reach a certain level of, I don't even know what to say, something happened. We're constantly surrounded by wonderful people, and they have made us the recipients of some impossible gifts. And so let's start with our son. Sweetheart deal on the PM2, which we hate for all the same reasons we hated it in our other video. Feel free to check that out, why we hate the PM2. This is a ridiculous piece of fidget toy. The S30V is a fantastic steel. It just holds an edge really, really well. It loves to carve and cut. It stays phone book page sharp for a good length of time, and then a little bit of stropping brings it right back once you get home from camping. Super nice piece. Custom, laid out edge, 12 degrees, mirror polish. Lanyards are stupid. Lego Mandalorian approves of stupid lanyards. Incredible knife. So this one rotates in and out. Well, why would you ever take a copper full custom PM2 out of your pocket? Well, turns out people do things, and we really, really are so grateful. I couldn't express my level of gratitude without making a fool of myself and needing some tissues. Batarang. Yes, we carried the Batarang. Yes, we did. What an incredible gift. Who gives you a Batarang? Well, Luke Melanson of Melanson Signs. Again, if you're looking to have stuff done, stickers, decals, labels, car wraps, if full-size Mandalorian, stick it on your wall, peel it off, move it somewhere else and stick it again. What do they call those? Don't remember. Very cool. Full size, small size. Luke is your man. Melanson Signs on the Facebook machine. But he was kind enough to gift me one of his former movie prop Batarangs. I really want to throw it in the yard, but it's almost too cool to use. So, can you EDC a Batarang? Absolutely, but every one of these edges is pointy. It absolutely has hot spots. And if you're going to shave with a Batarang, use lots of soap. So, Batarang, yes, it was in the EDC. It was in the carry, but not every day. So it's not EDC, folks. Things that are not carried every day. But what a piece of steel. D2 carbon fiber artisan cutlery. Whew. Ravine CF. Liner lock. This knife really doesn't hit any of my normal sensibility, but what a piece. It's just silly. Look at the lines. I mean, really artisan. Like, look at how they just, every angle has a sister angle somewhere in this. Now, of course, if you're going to give a guy like this a cleaver like this, you know, once again, it's getting zeroed out. Look at that mirror polish. I don't even know if you can enjoy it on the interwebs. So 12 degrees. 12 degrees is pretty well as low as the KME will go. 12 degrees. Drop shetty on bearings. Flipper tab. It's ridiculous. It's just silly how nice that knife is. And what an impossible gift. Nick, NB EDC Nick, thank you so much, bro. Like, what can I say? Except maybe lanyards are stupid. But is this not Batman's knife? I mean, really, this is Lego Batman's knife. Batman was going to carry a knife. Of course, he wouldn't want a tip, so because he doesn't want to stab himself. He only wants to stab the bad guys. But, you know, he's doing a lot of rope work, so maybe a cleaver with a nice straight edge is the way to go. Batman. you should be looking at the carbon fiber artisan cutlery Ravine. Subs in and out, not everyday carry, but it got carried a lot, and it still does. So crazy. Knives that were in the everyday carry and then wasn't for about 2 weeks, and now it's back in spades. You all know the sound. You recognize the blade profile. That's the Chavez. Oh, and there's the clip. However, why was it not in the everyday carry for 2 weeks? Well, you may have seen the preview. Oh, yes. That's why it's not been in the everyday carry for that 2 weeks. Because it went to see Genia at Bliss Me Jewelry. It's a little creepy. The only man to ever give me diamonds. There you got it. Diamond eyes in the Chavez clip. He's looking right at ya. What? Look. Twins. But he's better looking. And then what else happened? Oh, backspacer. Backspacer happened. Look at the scroll work. I'll try to hold that steady. Yow. Crazy scroll work. And then taking the Chavez key, highlighting what Jesus did for us on the cross, Savior of the world, taking it to a whole new level. Gold inlay. Death's got nothing else to say. Golgotha is the key. Jesus is the key to our salvation, with the blood and the crown and the wings. Just wow. Like, how do you take a knife? How do you make a knife this good? Better? Bliss Me Jewelry, Facebook machine. 3rd generation goldsmith. Gold inlays, diamond inlays. Wow. So yeah, this one wasn't in the everyday carry for about 2 weeks. But it's back. And clearly every day it's got to be a little bit flexible because, you know, you send your knife out. So it wasn't in your pocket every day, but it sure as heck is now. And then what else happens? Well, maybe you go to a wicked nice store in Quebec, Montreal, Quebec specifically. You go to Camouflage. What a great name for a great store. They really know their stuff. They've got great products. And then you I don't know, you find a knife that's been discontinued for a couple of years. Yes. Oh, yes. This was on the list before. Now, of course, as you may be aware on this channel, we can't resist modding stuff. So, Ulticlip, Chinese Ulticlip off Temu. The Ulticlips are better. So buy the original Ulticlip on Amazon. These ones are a little flimsier, and one of them came broken right in the package. It had never been used, and so, word of the wise. Knockoffs, not so much. But if you want to know how knockoffs work, sometimes you got to spend your money and take your chances. But at the same time, if you play stupid games, you'll win stupid prizes. So that'll get swapped out. But mini tack, neck knife. Whew. So this has been in the rotation part of the everyday carry because it's a mini tack. Been looking for one of those for years. Difficult knife to get. Then it went discoed, and I'm like, oh gosh, what a pain. Don't discontinue good knives. Wait for us to be able to save the up on the list of priorities so we can buy one. Anyway, this has been discontinued for a couple of years, and found one there. They have some other really nice discoed pieces. You all should probably check them out. That is Camouflage store in Montreal, Facebook machine. They'll get you set up. And of course, probably this knife should not have a zeroed out edge. It is flat. It's got that grind that I like so much that I can't remember the name of because I wanted to say it for the video. In any case, it's got the good grind, not for bushcraft but for sliciness. It's got a hollow grind, like the head. That's why I like the grind, because it matches my head. Hollow. However, 12 degrees and polished edge. Why? Because I have an illness, and that illness is called sharpenatosis. And that sharpenatosis drives you like ADHD, but it's way worse. You sharpen to the point where it's reasonable, and then you say things like, well, maybe just one more level. Just one more finer stone. Just a couple hundred more passes on the strop, and you could have polished edges. Oh my gosh. They're not as useful in a lot of cases. I want to do, this is a user, it's getting used, it's been on the Restigouche already, but how do you stop yourself from doing that? I don't know, it just seems better. So, super nice neck knife. One of the things I like about this one, the scabbard's a little wonky to get plugged into, but what do I like about this knife? I like a variety of things, not the least of which being that the ulti-clip combined with the bathtub chain makes it just a really nice belt knife, pocket knife, neck knife. Cures what ails you. And then, of course, every day. Recon 1, Tanto, 0 to polished. Angles are matched because they don't come matched from cold steel. Not at this level, and not with the other knives that we've got from cold steel. I don't know how they manage it. Like, how do you grind the knife? You're in the factory, you're going 100 miles an hour, completely different angle, oh, completely different angle, again, very weird. Particularly on the mini tack, it had 4 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'll push to 12 degrees because that's pretty well as low as the KME will go, and polished out. Now this knife should probably have a differential sharpen. So probably I should have stopped at 400 on side A and gone to 800 on side B and then stropped it out. And that may still happen, but I don't know. It's just so hard to stop yourself. Once you get going, brother, you just want to sharpen and sharpen and sharpen. Other things that float in and out of the carry. Still, I love this little bronze lighter, the dual lighter from our good buddy Nigel. It's got a fuel. That's the downside with these duals. There doesn't seem to be any way to keep the fuel in them. It evaporates really quickly, even more quickly than a Zippo, but I love it. It's just got such a great aesthetic, just the way it fits in your hand. And of course, my grandpa's knife. Grandpa Lutz. Had to be done. Polished it up, cleaned it out. That's a knife Grandpa carried every day. Grandpa the painter. It's all painter's knife. Grandpa's into the mods. Apples and trees, I guess. And liner lock. One thing that's fun about this is a slip joint, but the tool is liner locked. How cool is that? So the blade is 100% slip joint. And the tool is slip jointed with a very heavy spring, but liner locked as well. If you guys are looking for a really fun way to make your knives different and you're watching this channel, that might be it. Slip joint, but with a liner lock. Super nice tool. I just carry it because Grandpa did. It's good times. And so, as you can see, EDC has changed a little bit. What happened? The EDC part of it shrunk because the glory of the collection, much to my chagrin, Unwitting Knife Collection videos, feel free to check it out. Yeah, just things happen. We're surrounded by glorious people. They give us glorious gifts. I can only express gratitude in the most humble way possible. There's no way one could deserve a gift like that. It's much like what Jesus did for us. You don't have to deserve it. You don't have to change right now. You will change once you receive the gift. And yeah, cleavers. Wasn't a big fan. This is a beautiful knife and I love it. After you receive the gift, like with Jesus, it changes you. Batman. Great knife. Hate the PM2. After you receive the gift, like with Jesus, it changes you. You start carrying it all the time. You can't really stop it, just being so grateful for how awesome it is. Flicky flick, flicky flick, Maybe you hold the thing and you just flick. Whatever works for you. But golly, I mean, how do you not appreciate the drop shetty and the Mandalorian lanyard and the copper scales? Much like Jesus, you just keep discovering things to love about it once the gratitude hits you. And so, that's how our EDC has changed. It's the EDC portion has constricted, which allows more opportunity for the subs. And the subs are fun. Particularly the Batarang, but also the Mini Tac and the Ravine. And hate the PM2. EDC, it's a hard thing. So, there is room for flexibility, but not in everyday carry, because everyday carry is every day. However, you may have some other pieces that are coming in and out that are not part of everyday that are just plain awesome. And so that's pretty well how ours has changed. It's shrunk and also expanded, but in different ways and with different definitions. Also with different 3-letter acronyms. And now we're just doing weird stuff with our hands because we can. And so from all of us, to all of you, and Chimmy the Tactical Chihuahua, who's over there surveying the situation right now, we just want to say that you should stay sharp. Give your life to Jesus. Don't change. Just give your life to Jesus and let Him do the heavy lifting. It's the gratitude and the forgiveness that makes it possible. And we'll see you on the next video from the Stief Adventure Academy. Stay sharp. Bye for now.